Greetings, everyone, wherever you are. Let's go to the next point, which is selection in programming C++. Okay, under selection, for you to understand better, I'll start with the relational expressions and go into if else statement and go into nested if statement, and if time allows us, touch switch statement. Okay, I'll try to be slow so that you can try to grab something, and if the session gonna be a little bit long for you, please pause it, go back, rewatch, pause, go back, rewatch, and practice too. Okay, if you haven't subscribed on my channel, please subscribe. If you haven't please like. If you haven't, you have got a question, please comment below, and I'll attempt to you. So those are contributions that you can provide on this channel. Okay. As I said, beside providing addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division capability, computers have the capability to compare numbers, or where the relational expression gonna come to place. So many intelligent decision making situations can be reduced to choosing between two values. I don't know if you're with me. So it's just, in simple word, it's a computer's comparison capability. It's where the relational expression will be falling to. So what is an expression normally? Simply, a relational expression, it consists of a relational operator, right? Connecting two variable. Let me say that, or two things. Okay, what's the picture that you can have is like it's connecting two things. Let's see, two things, two variable. So the first one will be called operand. The one that will be comparing will be called relational operator. Relational operator, and the other variable will also be called operand. Okay, think take it easy, like is it like that? Like, for example, maybe age less than 18. The age, it's an operand. Less than, it's a relational operator, and the value 18, excuse me about that, the value 18 is another operand. So how many relational operators will be using? Let me just list them. There is a less than, that's the less than, there is a greater than, that's the greater than, there is a less than or equal to, less than or equal to, there is a greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and there is equal to, which is two assignment operator, and finally there is not equal. So these are relation, relational operators. Operators. Why am I showing you teaching you relational operators? Because you will be using them in the expression. You'll be using them in the relational expressions. Is relational expressions through the word you can even understand the meaning. Okay, there you can start be creative like age greater than 40 or age, I don't know, days, or even comparing daily is 3 less than 4, something like that. Just be creative. But you just need to have this in mind. A relation expression is just a condition. Simple as that. Relation expression is just a condition. A condition. Relation, relational expression, sorry. Relational expression is just a condition. Easy as that. Don't think too much. It's just a condition. Okay. You can in a condition you can compare even latest. You can compare latest like like uh, let me see greater. Okay, let me see A greater than C. Is A greater than C? Do you think A could be greater than C? Please comment below. For me, it's false. And if you know why it's false, comment below. Okay, let's continue. Okay, for sometimes things can be complex, and when things are complex, it's where we're gonna add logical operators. Logical operators are there for complexity, for trying to make an expression short while it's complex. So, what are they? Okay, we've got and, we've got or, we've got not. I'll be dealing with the string, but there is other logical operator, NAND, NOR, XOR, and other. So, people who did digital electronics can be having a lot of ideas on this operand because they did deep. They went deep into this. So, how do you call an and in your code? If you wanna call an and, you just put those two symbols. And I call an or, two bars. If you wanna call a not, simple as that. So, please have in mind that uh, have in mind that all of these we're doing them just to make sense of our stuff. Oh, sorry, I did not equal, but notice just that expression. Okay, we're doing this because we just want to make sense in everything we do. Just want to make sense. Is this make sense? Is this doable? And you stick on the logic. I hope it does make sense. Okay, let me just do an example maybe of an and like introducing an and or just something. Okay, and let's deal with age less than 18. and salary normally, let me say greater than 18, because for most countries, uh, they are they allow people to work on the 80s after 18. Okay, so salary less than 50,000. 50,000. Okay, cool. So okay, this is what you need to have in mind. Whenever there is an expression, the value that is gonna be retained by that expressions, it's two values. It's either true or false, which is of type bool, right? So here you are dealing. Is it true? Okay, is this person age, and is this person earning this money? Okay. Uh Remember, it's an expression, right? And you want to make it look like one. Okay. When is the expression gonna give a true value or a false value? Okay. Let's say you are using an and. For an and, for you to get a true value, the first expression and the second expression must all be true. I repeat, the first expression must be true, the second expression must be also true for the outcome to be true. The rest, they gonna be false. Okay, let's copy the same things and apply the or. Okay, for the or to be true, for or one of them must be true. One of them must be true. It's either one of them must be true for this to be true. Just trying to be fast so that we can have time for practicing. One of them must be true. We get for R. So just have in mind that, think of that. Okay. I don't know if I can touch operators and their precedences, but if you guys are interested in it, please comment below so that I can touch them. For example, let me say, you got this expression. Let's go slowly. It's gonna be six times three, 6 times 3. Uh, okay, equal to. Okay, this equal to is not assigning; it's comparing. I don't know if you guys are getting. Okay, divide by 2, right? And let's say add an or operator there, or taking less than 3 times 3 or plus 4. Okay, let me add and and say and with a not, and not. Whenever you add a not to an expression, you just negate it. Okay. A not 6. Okay. -2 less than 5. You see, this expression is so complex, but how do you deal with it? How do you deal with it? First, for the precedence, it's like I'm gonna treat the multiplication first and jump to the division first and then apply the comparison equal sign. So it's gonna be multiplication. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, now I conserve first my comparison. 36 divided by 2, it's 18 2. So good. There I'm going to another expression, the second expression. So what will I do? I'll just jump straight to the multiplication because that's the first precedence. So I'll keep the 13. Sorry for that. I'll keep the 13 and less than operated and 3 times. Okay, between multiplication and addition, multiplication come first. So it's gonna be 9 plus 4 plus 4, and I'll go to the. This is how the computer will also be doing them, but in a speed, a highest speed that you can't even imagine, according to the clock or the frequency or the processor that the computer is using. All right. So here I'll just deal. There is only negation, subtraction, and comparison less than. So I'll do the subtraction first. I can't compare first. I must compute first before comparing. So it's gonna be 4 less than 5. Do you see? Because I know the precedence, I can go through this. So if you guys want me to touch on the precedence video on operators, expressions, or between operators. So, guys, comment below so that I can go through it. You see, it's kind of interesting. Imagine seeing everything that the computer can do on your way, not just not being an author of what you're doing, just thinking, oh, let me just give it to the computer and then I'll see what is going to happen. It's like you punching a calculator without knowing the answer. So, what if something went wrong? Oh, maybe on your settings of the calculator and then something went wrong. For example, you are busy with degree Celsius and you want Fahrenheit and you don't care about that and you just go through with it Celsius. So there is gonna be an error. But if you got something in mind, you know how it does, which even if the computation is long, you can know how to debug or to check is it true or not. All right. Okay. Oh, also like to pass through a numerical accuracy problems, but I think if you guys want me to do the precedence between operators, you can comment below. Okay. Okay. What can I do? Can I give you an exercise or what? But uh, I think I'll provide an exercise later. Maybe when we be practicing, we will be practicing. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Okay, let's go to the if statement because now you know already the expression. What is an expression? What is an everything condition? Something like relational operators, logical operators, how to mix them together. So now let's go to the real things. Okay, the if else statement directs the computer to select between two statements. Hey, here. So the if else statement just tell the computer to select one of the two statements. So you must have two statements, one on if and another on else. So if the first condition is done and true with the true value, so the first statement is done. But if it's false, so the computer will go to the second statement, which is the else statement, to check, to not to check, to just apply or to compute what was. Okay, or what the syntax, or the syntax is, let's see, if, okay, here come expression. So if you don't understand what is an expression, you need to tell me in the comment below so that I can redo this video. I can explain on expression. Okay, so I was saying, if our statement directs the computer to select between two statements based on the result of the comparison. You see how it's easy. Based on the result of the comparison, the computer is choosing. But here's how it works. So if the expression, the first expression is false, so automatically the second statement is being executed, which is the else statement. So the statement one. Okay, this is the syntax, and else state statement, not statement, but statement two. So simple as that. So if the expression is false, this else statement is being executed. Simple as that. That's how if statement works. Okay. Just take care of this. The syntax. Okay. The semicolon goes after the statement for telling the computer, please execute this statement. It's an executable statement. Okay. This is how you need to have in mind. So the if is there. If the condition is true, then execute statement one. If the condition is false, execute statement two. End of the matter. Simple as that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's try to do something. Let's try to do something and taxable. Okay. Let's see. This is a double. Say this is the double quote taxable. All right. So double quote taxable. Okay. Taxable. Let's see. Let's initialize it. Let's give it. Let's give it 200. 50, 55. Okay, cool. And now we are saying if. Okay. If taxable, let's see, if taxable is less than or equal to, let me see, 300. Say 300. Okay. Okay, then it's gonna be tax. Okay, maybe we need to have tax on top. Maybe we need to declare tax. We need to declare tax. The double called taxes. Taxes. Okay, then we're gonna do taxes is equal to maybe 0.02 times taxable. Taxable. 0.2 times taxable. Okay. And let's say else or taxable taxes is gonna be equal to 0.25 times taxable and taxable minus 200 200.55 plus 400 to 0. Okay, what we need to do? What we need to do? We just need to display. Okay. Okay, we just need to display and see here is here is our taxes and we do taxes. Okay, let's just do this taxes. Okay, let me say taxes. First statement. First statement. Copy. So that we can know which one has been compiled. Okay, let's see what is happening. Let's compile first. See if we've got some errors, and so we can fix it. Okay. Let's look for our project on the download. C++ selection. To get, can save it there. Okay. Let's see the magic behind. Let's see if we've got errors or we don't. Okay, we've got no error. We've got no errors. So okay, let me run it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, so the first statement is done. Cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's just change it to 300. Okay, change it to 300 and see what's gonna happen. The error. Statement 2 is done. Why is it done? Why is it compiled? Statement 2. Please comment below. Okay, I can add some manipulators there and see how how it's going to be displayed. Okay, let me just make it quick. And when I'm saying manipulators, just for setting the flags and to make sure everything is proper. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna include input output manip, include input output manip. Okay, okay. What am I just gonna do? What am I gonna do? It's just okay. Here's the statement for text. Okay, just see out text. Okay, I'll just do what? I'll just add a manipulator here on printing. So I'll just set input output or flags. Just set the input output flag. State iOS flags. Okay, input output flags is gonna be fixed. I'll be fixed. Okay, there I got it. It's gonna be fixed. Okay, what else? I can also tell you to show point. Right? Yeah. Get also to show point. Tell you to show point. Just copy and paste. You can just tell it to show point. Okay, show point. Yeah, what else can I do? Maybe I can precise for it to be true. Just set the precision. 2 digit. Set the precision. Precision. It's gonna be 2. And yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay. Okay, it says an error. Okay, operand type std set set flags. Okay. Oh, okay. I did made three operands here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Good. Zero error. Yeah. Let me run and see. Amazing. This is the second. This is second statement. I didn't apply it on the second statement. I did apply on the first statement. Mm, I make it to the first statement where it's less than triangle. Okay, you can see I did set the precision of two uh, after the comma. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen if I just remove just what I added so that we can see the difference. We can see the difference and the importance of setting the precision and setting the flags. You see, it's three digits now after the comma. So you guys, for the previous video, you didn't tell me if you guys want me to go deep to this, to the manipulators. Okay, zero error. Three digit after the comma. Now it's gonna be two digit after the comma because I did set the precision. Good. So yeah, I think I took time there, but well, let's we just done if statement, if else statement, or maybe I can just go through some other example, but I don't want this video to be so long. But you just need to know blocks, the scope of block. So let's say you did declare this taxes inside here. If you do that, then the variable won't be used outside of the if statement. Just know that because there is a scope. Whatever is inside if stays inside if statement block for the programming scope. Okay, so but you can also use one-way selection. You can you can also use one-way selection. You can also use one-way selection. It's not a problem, and you can just kind of see out and what is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, online. So easy as that. So remember about blocks because it's very important for you to be aware of it. Be aware of the block code to know that. Yeah. Okay. Let's run and see. And line. And line. I don't know what's happening with my keyboard. Let's run and see what's gonna happen. It's in one-way selection. It's still doable. Okay, zero error. So, alright, yeah, you can then see the end. So, how it does do the things, and after doing your one-way selection, and it continue with the other code that is behind it. Just wanna make it look nice. That's it. So the expression, remember, the expression will always uh, give the value of true. If it's true, then it execute. If it's false, just go out of the statement. Yeah, you just need to have that in mind. Yep. Yeah. So if our statement, it's really good. It's really good. It's really good. Good. You can start being creative now. So now let's jump on nested if statement. Okay. Nested if statement. It's just an if inside an if statement. Simple as that. It's just an if inside an if. Let's see if that is happening. Yeah, just an if inside an if statement. Okay. So what can we do? Let's see out. Let's go to nested if. Alright. Nested if statements. Nested if statement. Okay. It's just an if inside an if, so it's gonna be if. Let's see. I need hours. Hours. Let me see int that we're gonna call hours equal to 9. Let me see 8 hours per day. Okay, so and then I'll be calling hours. This hours my expression less than 9. If my hours is less than 9, then and I'll need a distance to double distance, which gonna be equal to 800 maybe meters, something like that. And if distance, if distance greater than 400, see how you've gone so far. You've gone so far. Okay. Okay. That's nested. Nested if inside another if. It can be one way or you can add an else. Else see out. Uh nothing much. Nothing much. Okay, cool. That's it. That's a nested. Simple as that. Let's compile and see what is happening. Let's compile and see what is happening. Okay. Nested if you've gone so far. So you did took and say, okay, good. We've got 8 hours, and then the distance. Okay, did compare, which means this was true, and this was true also for it to display this. Let's say Oh, one statement is false. What is it gonna happen? Is it 300? What is it gonna happen? Okay, zero error. Okay, good. Good. Okay. Nested if nothing. Do you know why it's nothing? Because the code is inside the 9 hour. So the inside nested is 9 hour. There is nothing. If we can add else, uh, improve. You can see improve. What is happening with my keyboard? What is happening with my keyboard? You can see improve. Good. Okay. So improve. So a nested if is just an if inside an if. If inside an if, just have that in mind and also have a picture of how the compiler do compile your code from top to bottom. Yeah, so it's zero around. Good, good, good. Okay, improve, you see. But if this one is false, straight, it's gonna go to the else, nothing much. Okay, let's see. It's less than 9 hours. Let's just say 10. And let's compile. You see, it says nested if improve. How? It's false. The hours less than 9 is false. It's greater than 9. Oh, did I compile? No, so that it can save the changes. Hope I didn't compile. Yeah, nothing much. It did give me the output that I don't want because I didn't compile. So always remember to compile. Okay, good as that. So I think before I go to switch statement, there is what we called okay. Let me create a new line. There is what we called if else chain. If else chain is just a bunch of if else. Bunch of if else. I'm just gonna show you the syntax. That's it. That's it. Okay. DC out. See out if else chain. Yeah. The if else chain is just a bunch of if else statement. Lot of if statements. So it's gonna be if let's see okay, let's go to our taxable thing. Oh, let's just do something easy. This is if age less than 18, see out not allowed, see out not allowed, and then it's gonna be else if Else, if you put an expression, say age greater than 18, then it's gonna be see out allowed line else see out nothing else nothing. So okay, let's say age. Let's just say integer whole age. What do you think it's gonna display? Okay, let's compile and see. Okay, zero error. Let's run and see. Okay, it said not allowed. It's not a good example. Not allowed. It's not a good example, but this is status. Let's say, let me go to car and say status. Okay, then I can say what can just tell you to prompt see out your marital, yeah, your marital status. Okay, your marital status. Okay, online. So see in status. Let's compile and see what is happening here. Okay, age is not uh, is not declared. Not declared status. Okay, it's a car, so I'll be giving it to, let's say, married to M. M. Married to M. Okay, I'll give it married to M. Well, copy. Second. Okay. Married to M, single to S. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's no divorcee, there is no widow, so it's okay. Either you single or you're married. And that's it. Here I can just say married. I'm married. Single. Single. Let's compile. Single. Let's compile and see. Okay, let's run the code. And okay, marital status. Let me do B and see. It's gonna be nothing. Good. All right. Let me run it again. I did capital later. Let me do small later. Single. It's gonna be nothing. C++ is character sensitive. So if you're not giving what you put it there, okay. Let's make it fun and good. And good, what will I do? I'll just add copy. I just add an R and yeah, put it there. Cool. Okay, cool. Even here, I'll just add an R. Just add an R. Just add an R. Okay, let me compile and see what's gonna happen. Okay. Remember an R gonna choose one of them must be true. So it's either small letter or capital letter. Yeah. So good. Say good. Say good. Good. No error. Alright. Military it must come it must give me single. 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 Simple as that. So yep. Okay, I think we can go to switch statement and see what switch statement gonna give us. Yeah. So if you have question, please comment below, and I'll be glad to help you. Okay, let's go to see out online, copy V online. Then I'll be like switch statement, switch statement, switch statement. All right, good. So, what is a switch statement? Is an alternative of the if-else chain. Simple as that. Yeah, simple as that. An alternative of if-else chain. I don't know if you guys get it. Switch is an alternative of if-else statement. That's it. Okay. Right. What can I do now? Let's see. Let me do an example. Okay. Let me see. Since I've got an integer of operator, operator